Welcome. In this video, I'll share with you 2 tips about adding content to Google Signage. I first have to say I have not tested these in a while, so your outcome may be different. We begin with, how could I play video? If my slides transition to a new slide every 15 seconds, how would I be able to play any kind of content? Well, for this, I have an example. Here you're going to notice 2 things. One is my video, and this other box that I have down here that's purposely a different color. What I want you to see in slides is that you can insert a video. When you insert the video, you can go by URL, you can say from YouTube, you can even say Google Drive. I myself have had not very much luck with using Google Drive. It plays for a while and then eventually I would get an error message. So I decided that I would play from YouTube, from my channel. So I'm going to cancel that. Here's the video that I put in. I'm using my personal video, and the only reason for that is that I found some videos don't work because some people have advertising on their pages, in which case it needs to play through the advertising or it breaks in the making. This video that I made was made from another program that allowed me to upload to YouTube. So with that, if I right click on the video after I put it in, I can pick my format options. Under the video playback, I can decide to play from a certain amount of time to a certain amount of time. In this case, 2 minutes to 3 minutes, 5 seconds. I tell it to autoplay, and I want it to mute the audio. Now, with that selected, I now need to find a way for my screen to be paused so it doesn't flip over in 15 seconds. This is where this box came in. If I right click on it, and I go to animate, I can see here that all these animations are put in. I don't want this on click. I want it to animate after the previous. So I calculate the amount of time. Each one of these can only play for 5 seconds, if I said. So with these being 5 seconds each, and my slide changing in 15 seconds, I would have close to 1 minute and 5 seconds. This is not an exact science, but it does work. So it's one way of you being able to play video in your signage. Now that you have this in your slide presentation, you could duplicate it. What I mean by duplicate is that if your presentation is quite long, you could right click and say duplicate slide. Look at the options again. And now you could change this to, I want the first minute to the first 2 minutes to play. That way you don't have to go and recreate this. It's worth noting that this would actually be the same color as the background. That way audience won't see it transitioning. Another thought to keep in mind is that digital signage does not have to be a one-person job for the creation of content. Let me explain. Google Slides allows for the option of linking slides. Let's see how that would work. Here I have a slide that I'm not the owner of, but it is shared with me from another department. They want this to be advertised. So what I do is I right click and I copy the slide. I go to where my slide presentation that's on my signage is, and I click a new signage. I right click, and now I want to paste. When I paste, I get the option to link the slide. So I say link slide. It now shows this slide is linked to another slide. Now when the department head modifies the slide, we will see a change in the slide that said that needs to be updated. We can go individually look at the slide to make sure the content is accurate, or we can select update, and when we select update, notice how the date has changed. I hope you found this video informative. Thanks for watching.